Today, we're going to be tying up a 100-year-old fly pattern that I like to use as a wet fly. We'll start off by securing some thread to our hook shank, snapping the excess free, and wrapping backwards, slightly into the bend of our hook. At which point, we'll grab some brassy wire. Here I'm using amber, securing it tightly in place near the back of our fly. Secure your tag end and wrap slightly back into the bend of our hook. At which point, we'll bring our thread back up towards the hook point to indicate our stopping point, and begin wrapping our wire forward in close touching spirals, creating a slight hot spot at the back of our fly. Continuing to do so until we reach our thread, at which point we'll secure the wire in place, securing both in front as well as behind the wire, and helicoptering the excess free. We'll then grab some pheasant tail. Here I'm using black. Secure about 8 to 10 strands at the back of the fly to create our tail, wrapping it just up against our wire to help prop it up. Secure your tag ends in place, using them to help build up a transition before snipping the excess free. At which point, we'll grab some more amber wire, secure it to our hook shank, wrapping back towards our tail. Set the wire aside and grab some pheasant tail. We'll secure about 3 to 4 fibers to the hook shank, once again wrapping back towards our tail, before bringing our thread forward, building up a slight transition in the process. Doing so by wrapping our thread forward, bringing it back almost to the starting point, and repeating this process until you're happy with the results. And if you'd like to win this fly pattern, comment #flies in the comments below. Once happy with the transition, we'll grab our pheasant tail, twist it up to help add some durability to it, and give it a dubbing noodle-like look. With this complete, we'll begin wrapping it forward in close touching spirals, being slightly careful as the peacock herl is fairly delicate, even when bound together. We'll continue wrapping this forward in close touching spirals until we reach our thread, continuing to tighten our herl as needed. Once we reach our thread, we'll secure it tightly in place, taking thread wraps both in front as well as behind, and snipping our excess free. With this complete, we'll then grab our wire and begin counter-wrapping the peacock herl back up towards the head of the fly, continuing to do so in evenly spaced spirals until we reach our thread. At which point, we'll secure it tightly in place, taking thread wraps both in front as well as behind the wire, before helicoptering the excess free. With this complete, we'll cover up our tag ends, creating a smooth transition for our final step. At which point, we'll grab a larger hackling feather. Here I've selected to use a darker feather found on the ruffed grouse neck, mostly because I like the jet black color mixed in with the frosted tips. While if you don't have a ruffed grouse cape, this isn't a common feather you'll find, but any hackle you like will do just fine. We'll trim a small triangle in it and secure it to the head of our fly, at which point we'll grab our feather, brushing the fibers backwards, and begin hackling it forward for about 2 to 3 turns, before using your thread to secure it tightly in place. Snip your excess free and start building up a prominent head, using your whip finisher to finish off the head and secure everything tightly in place. Secure. Snip your thread free and paint it over with some UV resin, not only adding some shine, but also increasing its durability. And this is one of my favorite variations of the 100-year-old fly pattern, the Carey Special. It makes for an excellent wet fly with its longer hackle, creating lots of movement in the water, while also triggering some bites with its included hotspots. And I'd highly suggest giving it a try. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.